This move scares most people, but if you break it down, it's way simpler than you think. Want to do muscle ups easily? Watch this. Most people who try muscle ups get stuck in the exact same place. They can do the pull up, but they can't get over the bar. I know how frustrating that feels, but the truth is that it has less to do with having superhuman strength than you think. Today I've put together my 4 most crucial steps in doing the muscle up so you can finally unlock it, and you'll be surprised at how simple it is. And later on in the video I'm going to give you a bonus that will get you there even faster. I've been doing muscle ups for years, and everyone who I've personally taught the muscle up to have been able to do them almost instantly. If you can do pull-ups and dips, then you can do muscle-ups. It's not a matter of having superhuman strength, as I said, it's a matter of knowing the exact technique. The problem is that too many people rush and try to force themselves above the bar, and that's why they fail. It's like trying to run through sand when there's a clear path right beside you. You're just trying to force your way through it when you could do it so much more easily and effectively if you just took a step back and walked in a clear path. Firstly, let's break down the movement of the muscle up into its smaller components. Once we understand the exact components that make it up, it's as simple as piecing them together one by one. So the first phase is the press. The second phase is the L-sit pull down. The third phase is the pull in, and the fourth phase is the dip. Nobody explains these phases how I explain it, so make sure you take notes. So let's talk about the first phase, the press. This is what we're going to use to generate some momentum. Now many people do this wrong, so make sure you listen up. We're going to stand behind the bar and jump to grab the bar. And when you do that, as you'll see, you'll naturally swing. Now here's where most people screw up. People try to just hang on the bar and swing themselves as if they're on a swing or something, and that's wrong. We're going to imagine that there's a button on the floor in front of the bar, and you can actually put something there if it helps. When we jump from behind the bar, we're going to try to stretch our feet and stamp on that button. Not just press it, but stamp on it. And to get that stamping action, you may have to actually lift your knees up slightly when you grab the bar. Keep your legs straight right now and try to stamp on the floor. It's hard to actually stamp, isn't it? Now if you bring your leg up a bit and allow your knee to bend, you can definitely stamp much harder, can't you? So stand behind the bar, jump, allow your knees to come in a bit, and stamp. Now think of one of those flexible rulers. You want to imagine your body is like that ruler. As your body's swinging forward, we're going to stamp on that imaginary button and our body is going to bend like that ruler. And then naturally, we're going to snap back. The harder you stamp is the more momentum you'll get on the swing back, and that will tie us into the next phase of the movement. But another common mistake that people make with the press is that they bend their arms. You don't need to lock your arms out completely, but a lot of people try to pull up too soon. You don't even have the momentum yet. All you're doing is killing the momentum that you'd get from that press. Keep your arms straight so you can allow your body to bend from the waist and back to generate that momentum. Phase 2 is the L-sit pull down. Now don't worry, you don't have to actually be able to do an L-sit. With this part, we're mimicking the straight arm lat pull down movement. This is the phase that, once understood, changes the game for absolutely everybody. When doing the straight arm lat pull down, you stand firmly and you pull the bar to your thighs, right? With the muscle up, we're doing the exact same thing, but instead of the bar being a thing that's moving whilst we're still, our body is a thing that's moving whilst the bar is still. It's the exact same movement in the shoulders though, and you can actually have a slight bend in the arms if you'd like when you're doing the muscle up. So where does the L-sit come in? When you stamp on that imaginary button from phase 1 and your body bends like a ruler, once your body has reached the furthest point in the bend and you're not gonna bend anymore, then the next thing you instantly do is snap your body back and lift your legs up as if you're gonna do an L-sit. At the same time as you're lifting your legs, you're doing the lat pull down movement. What you're doing here is going with the momentum. What I want you to practice here is swinging yourself as high as you can above the bar. You're going to have to give it your best lat pull down effort. Do not try to do a muscle up just yet. This is why people fail, because they're trying to rush everything to get the final thing, and the correct technique ends up just going out the window. You'll know you've got this phase completed when you do it and the bar goes way past your chin, your neck, and it comes all the way down to your chest or even your abs. Later on in this video, I'm going to give you the bonus that will really help with this explosiveness. The third phase is the pull in. So once you've done the lat pull down and you've brought your body above the bar, you then pull the bar into your chest quickly. To time this perfectly, you pull the bar into your chest once your lower chest is above the bar. The lat pull down has to be explosive enough to get you high enough, and then you have to pull the bar into you at the right time, or else you'll fail and you'll drop down straight away. This is the point where people think they're not strong enough, because every time they try, they just end up falling down. But the problem here is poor timing. They're pulling in the bar too soon and not allowing their body to swing high enough before they end up pulling it in. And remember to lean over as much as possible when you start pulling the bar in. And then the final phase is the dip. Very simple. Once the bar's pulled into your chest, you're above the bar, just push it down to the ground to perform the dip. And eventually you will tie this in seamlessly with phase 3, so it looks like one smooth movement. So as you can see, it's not as simple as just doing a pull up and ending up on the other side of the bar. There's a technique to it. And now for the bonus. Along with practicing the technique, if you do this, you'll speed up your journey to unlock the muscle up even faster. When it comes onto the strength factor of being able to do the muscle up, the part that keeps people struggling is phase 2, the L-sit pull down. Some people simply haven't practiced this movement enough, and they're not strong enough to do the lat pull down that swings them high enough. So what I want you to do is practice the straight arm lat pull down with the machine. Create a hinge in your hips, a slight bend in your knees, keep your back straight and your chest somewhat upwards, keep them arms straight, not completely locked out, and pull the bar down to your thighs, squeezing your lats at the bottom of the movement. I want you to do 3 sets of 10 reps so we can build strength and stimulate that muscle growth. And the most important thing is to progressively overload. Every time you do it in the gym, make sure you make the weight that one bit heavier if you can do the 10 reps consecutively. You're allowed to struggle on the last few and still make it a little bit heavier next time. This is how you're going to actually get stronger. The more you practice muscle ups, is the cleaner you can eventually do them. Having less swing, making sure your body is more straight, and doing it more slowly and controlled. Those ways of doing the muscle up requires more and more strength though, and the way that I've taught it today is the easiest way to get it down for the first time. If you want more than just videos and want to work one-on-one with me for 12 weeks to achieve your goals, I've dropped a link in the description. You can check it out when you're ready. If this helped and got you closer to doing the muscle up, hit subscribe, because I post every week to help you build strength, stay consistent, and actually achieve your goals.